I'm Curt Bowen with Advanced Diver Magazine and ReBreatherWorld.com. Today we're here with Peter Sotis of Ad Helim, and he's going to speak on the REVO 3.
Thanks, Curt.
Hey, Peter.
The REVO 3 is a CE-approved rebreather. It is set up with back-mounted counter lungs, dual scrubbers, and is offered in either a manual, electronic, and also has a hybrid system available as well. The REVO has become very popular due to its low profile, which is afforded due to the back-mounted counter lungs and the split dual 3-pound scrubbers, which come standard. There's also optional larger radial scrubbers available that can be added. It's a very easy unit to put together, set up, take apart, and clean. So we're going to take the unit apart piece by piece, and we're going to start with the mouthpiece. The REVO 3 comes standard with a Draeger DSV and Draeger loop hoses as well. This particular unit has upgraded Cooper hoses that you can get directly from the factory when you order it. The direction of the loop is marked on the top of the DSV and showing that it travels in this direction off to the left. And the HUD clips directly to the DSV. And you can get either a single or dual HUD depending on the electronic selection that you have for the REVO, but it simply clips right into place right here. The hose connection screws right into place on the unit itself. Each side has a single servicing gasket that's easy to get to take care of. We simply place port, push down, screw clockwise. Very easy to do, hard to miss. Like most back-mounted counter lungs, the length of the loop is a little bit longer, so we use some counterweights to help balance out the loop. This loop is also able to adjust. Once it's in place, you can rotate it a little bit, which will affect how much it turns, which is very useful for depending on the user and how it sits in their mouth. So it provides a very comfortable fit and allows you to adjust the loop without loosening clamps or doing anything difficult. The REVO 3 utilizes 2 counter lungs, inhale and exhale. The inhale counter lung sitting right here, it's hard to see through the cage, but if we could, you would see that the exhale counter lung takes up about the first top half of the cage. The gas then travels up through the first scrubber, down to through the second scrubber, into the inhale counter lung, which literally takes up the entire cage. And that sits right in here. The REVO 3 Mini has 6.5 liters of counter lung, and the standard is 7 liters. Like everything on the REVO, everything is quick and easy to put together. You start by putting in your filter, little sorb filter there. You fill the scrubber with absorbent, put on your screen. This little holder pops in on top, and we've got a spring along with this nut that goes into place. And by simply tapping the scrubber, pushing down, this applies an even pressure and packs the scrubber full. It doesn't take long to fill this up. Having the 2 scrubbers to do really helps cut down on your channeling problems, and makes it very easy to change things out. One of the real advantages of this is if you go diving for, say, a short dive and you've only used up your absorbent through the first scrubber, you can take your second scrubber and put it into the first place and repack your first scrubber utilizing only 9 pounds, and now you've done 2 dives with 9 pounds of absorbent, and on the second dive you got in with 2 full unused scrubbers, which is a lot safer.
Okay.
All gas addition takes place inside the exhale counter lung just prior to being scrubbed. We have, if you notice the blue line that comes in here, this is your ADV, which is activated from negative pressure placed on the counter lung, so it does give gas on demand. The second green line is for, this is an electronic hybrid, so we have constant flow coming out of this side, and the solenoid activates right here, providing oxygen addition here. We also have another line coming in that is a white plastic tubing. This is actually for manual addition, either diluent or oxygen. The manual addition buttons are on the bottom of the rebreather, and they connect to a T that brings the gas up through this white tube. If you were to get just a simple manual MCCR, this whole piece would not be here. We would have just the ADV and the constant flow for the oxygen on this side as well. The REVO 3 offers many different cell configurations. We can use 3, 4, or 5 cells depending on the electronic choices that you have, and you're able to even vary that information depending on how you'd like to set it up. The unit uses standard R22D cells with a Molex connector, and they're very easy to get to for servicing, even out in the field for an emergency change. This plastic cover just pops off. And there's a small locking nut right here that unscrews, and the cell comes right out. Very easy to service. This particular holder can hold up to 4 cells. There is a special 5-cell holder that puts 2 cells on one side and 3 on the other. The REVO 3 is designed to hold either 2 or 3 liter aluminum or steel tanks. The 3 liters just come up a little higher on the unit. This particular tank is a 2 liter aluminum, but they secure in place very easily by just removing your first stage oxygen valve, and then you're able to slide this right up and out of the way. There's just a simple bracket that attaches to each tank that allows you to just pop it into place. The first stage has a low pressure hose that flows out to this connector that ties into place with a quick disconnect. Both manual feed for your constant flow and for your solenoid run through this hose and down into here. There is also a manual addition button at the very bottom of the unit right here that we can depress if we want to add manual oxygen. The diluent secures on the left-hand side of the rebreather and attaches just as the oxygen does. We've got a single apex first stage on this side, and we just lift up on this button, push the tank back, pops right out of place. I'd like to add the tanks valves for the REVO. We utilize the Buddy inline valves or the blue steel valves. Coming from the first stage, we have a single hose here that runs around and snaps into place with a quick disconnect. This hose feeds both the ADV and your manual addition, and your manual addition button is activated right here at the very bottom. Depending on your electronic selection, you're going to have some different setups here. This side shows a REVO Dream with the pressure gauge on the oxygen side. Notice the green gauge. And on this side, this unit only has one REVO Dream, so the pressure gauge is standing alone and clips off right on the left-hand side. REVO comes standard with their REVO Dream electronics, which is essentially a PO2 meter displaying up to 2 cells. You can have either 1 or 2 REVO Dreams per unit, and the HUDs are tied, any HUDs that are on this unit are tied into the REVO Dream. You can also add into the manual unit a Fisher connection for tying in a Shearwater computer, so you can have up to 3 cells reading and manage decompression all at the same time. The hybrid unit, the electronic version, has a hardwired shearwater to manage and control the PO2 and to manage your decompression. There are various gas blocks for manual addition and off-board addition to the REVO. This particular one is an aftermarket. REVO also offers a block that's very similar in appearance and design. This block is set up so the orange button adds diluent. The button below that adds oxygen, and there is also a off-board addition by just connecting a standard BC quick disconnect and pressing the button there.
This is Curt Bowen with Advanced Diver Magazine, ReBreatheTheWorld.com. We've been here with Peter Sotis from Add Helium and the REVO 3. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Curt.